Alright, what is going on, guys? Got another video here today. Mind the noise. It's the water pump here for the sprinklers for my house. It's like 11:30, I think. Maybe it's like 12 o'clock. I don't even know what time. I think it's like 12 o'clock. But yeah, they come on like later in the day, and then they run like I think till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, if you know anything about sprinklers and lawn, anything like that, you actually shouldn't run these at night. You should have them run early in the morning, and then, you know, have them turn off by like, 10 in the afternoon, or like, maybe like 9 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I forget why. I think it's like it prevents when you put them on at night, you get like a bunch of dew and like mold in your grass. I forget, but I don't know. It's set up this way for whatever reason. But also, there's a cricket. I don't know if you can hear it because the water pump's so loud, but there's a cricket in here somewhere. But the point of this video that I'm doing today, I wanted to do a video of the Oldsmobile, or actually just any video pretty much. I really couldn't. We worked on my mom's truck. Needed a tune-up, did spark plugs, wires, cap and rotor. We just did a general, tune-up. And then we also worked on the Oldsmobile. We did the rear wheel cylinders, which were leaking. So I didn't really have time to shoot a video today, but I'm pretty much making this video now because I wanted to make a video on, how the right tool means everything. This today being this, I mean, this is, it's a Snap-on, but not just necessarily being a Snap-on, but just being the right tool. The swivel head here. When we were doing these spark plugs on my mom's truck, I did it with my stepdad. He had just a regular, ratchet like this, regular standard like that. I mean, he had a swivel. I have swivels in here. Where is it? I got a swivel here. I got a whole bunch of extensions. 1/2 inch, 3/8. I mean, quarter. They're all in there. But I did one side of the motor. He did the other side when it came to the plugs. And I'll tell you what, guys. I got my side done. May not seem like much, but I probably got my side done about 5 minutes faster, maybe a little bit more, than he got his side done. Now you're like, oh, it's only 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Who really cares? I'll tell you what. Having the right tool means everything. That 5 minutes when you're in like an automotive business, or you're doing anything like that, time is definitely money. 5 minutes is going to add up, and it's going to add up quick. If you add up 5 minutes per car that comes in that you work on, by the end of the day, you probably have enough time to work on an extra car. You probably got one extra car compared to the other guy because he doesn't have the right tools. And it's also about having a good set of tools. You know what I mean? I am not a professional by any means. I'm not really that mechanically inclined. I can do some things, you know what I mean? Simple things. I'm not that mechanically inclined, but I'll tell you what, I do like to have a nice set of tools. Like, I have a few, I have some Craftsman stuff in here, you know what I mean? There's some Craftsman there. I have some older Craftsman here. There's like an old, quick release style ratchet. That's what these are called, the quick release. These styles here, these are US. And then I have all Snap-on stuff here. Like here's a 1/2 inch right here. I just showed you I got a swivel head, 3/8, 1/4 inch. But whatever, I have Snap-on stuff. And then here I got all extensions. Another thing too, spark plug socket. His was broken today. I had one that actually worked. I have the Snap-on one which I used. And then I let him use, not that one, that one's broken. Which one did he use? I guess this one, right here. He used the 5/8 with the little rubber boot there. You probably can't see it, but, where is my other one? Oh, here it is, okay. Let's see, where is my other 5/8? But, it's all about having the proper tools, guys. I mean, like I said, I mean, I got my side done probably 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. I mean, yeah, a little bit more than, you know, he got his side done. He was like 5 to maybe 10 minutes, but I don't think it was that long. But if you think about it, even if you round it down to 5 minutes per car, that's really going to add up, and that's really going to mean a lot in your paycheck. That's definitely going to add up. Definitely day by day. Even if you get one extra car and make an extra $50 for working on that car. I mean, if you work, you know, 5 days out of the week, I mean, that's going to be, you know, extra money added up. I mean, without a doubt. Let's say, $200, maybe extra $250 a week. So, $250 a week is a lot. And then, if you do that by a month, I mean, 2, 4, 6, 8, what is that, $1,100? I mean, obviously, you're not going to be making that much more, but the extra money does add up, and it definitely helps. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. And that's why you really should buy high-quality tools like these right here. You know, when you have cheap tools, they break. Like, he was using tools that were from, like, 1990. They were, like, rusted and broken. And, you know what I mean? They work. They still work. He still got the job done. But they, you know what I mean? They're just... You want to have proper tools for the job. Not saying he didn't have proper tools, because he did. But, I mean, it's good to have good stuff, like these, for example. I mean, this is Cobalt. This is nothing spectacular. But it has a magnetic tip on it. Those are definitely good to have when you're working in tight areas and you don't want to drop a screw or something, because then, God forbid, let's say you end up dropping something, a screw, something like that, you lose it, then you got to try to find one, or you got to try to look for it. It just becomes a nightmare. Now, I don't work in the automotive field, you know, so I guess you can, everything I'm saying, take with a grain of salt. You know, I don't work in the automotive field, but, I mean, I definitely seen enough videos. I know the field enough to somewhat have an opinion on it, even though, you know, I'm not involved in it. I mean, you don't have to do something for a career to know something about it. You know, I don't work for Ford, but I can tell you about my car. I mean, it's the same type thing. But having the right tools definitely helps. And having, not even tools, having also accessories too is definitely going to help. Like, we ran a brake clean. We just made it with the can that we had. I bought another one today, but that's fine. But like WD-40, for example. WD-40 today would have been a world of difference. We needed it and didn't have any WD-40. We got by without it, but it's something that, you know, I'm going to have to probably get because I need it. I can't even tell you how many times I needed WD-40 I didn't have it. So, you know, I mean, that's pretty much the point of this video. It just, have the right tools. Like, I don't have, we were looking for a certain size wrench, and it took me forever to try to find the size that I had, because one, it's not organized. That's another problem. You need to have things organized. That takes time away. And at one point, there was a size wrench I didn't have. I think we had to use one of his. No, I did have it. That's right. I did have it. We ended up using it. But, I mean, try to keep them separated. Like, I have my metric up here, and then standards all down there. You know, I try to keep it organized, even though I don't have it, like, legit organized. I mean, it is what it is. I keep my sockets all in here, 1/2 inch, 3/8. This is all my other extensions. This is like all Craftsman stuff, extensions, and then this side's all Snap-on stuff. But I mean, what I'm trying to make in this whole video, I know I'm rambling on, is just having the right tools. I can't. This thing came in clutch today. I'll tell you what. I don't normally use a like a is this called a swivel head? I think that's not a swivel head. This is a I guess it is called a swivel head. I forget what it's called, quite honestly. But this came in clutch today, because there was times where, you know, you could put the swivel on there, the extension or whatever, but having that little bend just like that, I mean, it made the world of difference. Just that little tiny angle like that. You know what I mean? I don't even know what kind of angle that is. But I mean, just that little angle, it made my job so much easier compared to him. In fact, I think he actually used this for getting one of the sockets out, because he was having such a hard time. So I mean, it definitely pays to have the right tools. Yeah, Snap-on's gonna be more expensive than other tools, and you can find tools that are I'd say pretty comparable. But I mean, face it, guys. Expensive tools are definitely the way to go when you're in that type business. The cheap ones just don't hold up. I mean, I don't have to be in that business to tell you that cheap tools don't hold up. I mean, there's plenty of videos that would tell you that cheap tools they don't last. They don't hold up. I mean, they're replacing tools all the time. And that costs money. Even though it doesn't cost money to replace the tool, usually tree replacement, it costs money in driving to wherever you got to go to replace the tool, or just the aggravation of trying to return it by dealing with someone. Snap-on can be the same way with returning tools. I hear a lot of their sales reps are a pain in the ass, but definitely you want to have the right tool for the job, without a doubt. I mean, like I said, today that swivel head ratchet, it came in clutch. I couldn't believe how much faster I went, and he's much more experienced than I am when it comes to doing any mechanical work, and I was actually getting it done faster. That even goes to show you that a good tool can definitely make you a better, I'd say definitely make you a better mechanic. Not like it's going to make you a great mechanic, but it's definitely going to improve your skills, without a doubt. But that's my quick little video here. Like I said, sorry for the noise, freaking water pump and the cricket. I don't know if he's singing along with the water pump. I don't know. Maybe he's excited for it. He's been going on for hours. But that's it, guys. Take care and have a good one.